So Caitlin Clark basically got hurt again. How did she get hurt again? I don't know. It's definitely looking hella spooky right now, because if Caitlin was hurt and supposed to have been not doing certain things, how do the Fever organization allow her to get hurt again?
A Fever would miss the playoffs prior to this season taking place. Just there's so much fishiness going on in this league, and you just sniff around a little bit, you can tell what is the payout for somebody who bet, the Indiana Fever with Caitlin Clark, with a new head coach, with all these new additions. What's the payout if they just, surprise, miss the playoffs?
This is tough to watch. Caitlin Clark's hurt again, and it just keeps piling up. Every time you think she's coming back, something else goes wrong. And this isn't just sitting out a couple games. This could take her out for the rest of the season. That's brutal. We're talking about one of the most exciting players in the league, and instead of seeing her on the court, we're stuck hearing about injuries over and over. This is tough to watch. Caitlin Clark's hurt again, and it just keeps piling up. Every time you think she's coming back, something else goes wrong. And this isn't just sitting out a couple games. This could take her out for the rest of the season. That's brutal. We're talking about one of the most exciting players in the league, and instead of seeing her on the court, we're stuck hearing about injuries over and over. And the numbers? They're ugly. Clark has missed 22 games this year. 22. That's more than some players miss in their entire careers. This is the same woman who didn't miss a single game in 4 years at Iowa, who showed up for every single night in her rookie WNBA season. Now it feels like she's collecting injuries one by one. First the quad, then the groin, then the other groin. Now a bone bruise in her ankle while she was rehabbing. It's like watching a masterpiece get ruined right in front of you. The first domino was that left quad strain. 5 games gone. But Clark being Clark, she came back firing, dropping 32 points on the defending champs. For a moment, it looked like everything was fine, but that moment didn't last. Next came the left groin injury. 4 more games gone. And when she returned, she didn't look like herself. Only 12 points a game, struggling to shoot. The spark just wasn't there. Then came the real gut punch. A right groin injury in mid-July that's kept her out ever since. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, she tweaked her ankle in early August while rehabbing. They called it mild, but here's the thing about injuries. They stack. They pile up. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 3. And suddenly, you're dealing with a house of cards ready to fall. And here's where it goes from frustrating to infuriating. This didn't happen in some random vacuum. Clark didn't just get unlucky. The league let this happen. Everyone saw how physical teams were playing her. Cheap shots, shoves, eye pokes, you name it. And what did the refs do? Pretty much nothing. Sometimes a weak technical after the fact, sometimes no call at all. Even Clark's old coach at Iowa warned them. Protect your stars, set the rules, hand out real fines. But the WNBA didn't listen. They were too busy cashing in on the buzz Clark brought to every city she visited. And now, their biggest draw is stuck in street clothes while their golden goose takes hit after hit. Clark's missed 60% of the season. 60. And instead of highlight reels, we're getting vague updates. She's not ready for practice yet. It's status quo. Translation, nobody knows when or if she'll be back. The regular season ends in early September. Playoffs start right after. That window's closing fast. To Indiana's credit, they've stayed just above water without her. But this roster was built for a championship, not survival mode. Fans are furious. They bought season tickets. They cleared their schedules. They believed this was the year. Now they're hearing the same empty medical updates and watching their title hopes evaporate game by game. Some are even calling for the Fever to just shut Clark down completely to protect her future. Others are demanding the league investigate its own officiating. And who can blame them? When your best player goes from never missing a game to missing half a season, something's broken. Meanwhile, The WNBA keeps stumbling. They're talking about player safety task forces, but where were those when Clark was getting hacked every night? Where were the suspensions, the ejections, the real consequences? Instead of protecting their biggest star, they let her become a punching bag for players who couldn't keep up. Now, with only 9 games left, it's looking more and more like Caitlin Clark won't play another minute this season. Analysts are saying it out loud. Fans are bracing for it. And the real tragedy? This was preventable. Clark was supposed to be building on her historic rookie year, leading Indiana to the promised land, carrying women's basketball into a whole new era. Instead, she's learning what it feels like to sit, to wait, to be human. The league's biggest name, the one selling out every arena, is sidelined because the people in charge didn't do the one job that mattered most: protect their investment. And now, as the playoffs creep closer, we're left wondering if we'll ever see that same electric, game-changing Caitlin Clark again, or if this season has changed her for good.